Hi everyone, it's Caroline on the hillside. I hope you're all doing well. I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I've got elements left here. I haven't even touched this page yet. So I'll put that aside. And I have some pages here that are still in their whole, their full, whoops, this one's upside down, page. And I am thinking that I want to make an insert for the journal. I kind of laugh when I say that because it's not even finished and it's going to be thick. And I'm just, what I did here is I did a double page on this cardstock. I wanted to see how that would look, and onto this vanilla colored cardstock. And I really like the way that looks, and I think that that's what I'm going to use for the cover of my insert. And I will, you've already seen the other, I'm going to put this aside, my journal for now. What I was about doing was making an insert. I don't know how it's going to look or how I'm going to insert it yet, but I like this one. So used to ripping all the edges and having some shabby edges. I'm going to coffee stain all right, here are my results of the staining I just did on the page. And you know, you can see here that, well, there is some bleed through that you can tell here. I'm not too worried about the streaking and the white because I'm going to be, you know, covering it up with, not sure with what yet, either journaling areas or just I'm going to be collaging on that. So I could use this, not too bad. I would probably do a little more edging here. I've already taken these three elements off the page. Another thing I did while I was waiting for this to dry, and then I decided to blow dry it. And here is the edge of what I'm going to show you. I took my previously eco-dyed, this is blueberry, raspberry, this is all kinds of different fun things, turmeric, all kinds of different fun things in here that I had dyed. And then I ran this through the printer, and this is what it gave me on this side. So I have interest on the one side, so I can definitely use that. I'm going to sort of do a comparison for myself and see what I like best. And then this one here was coffee and tea together that I did on that. There's the edge of the, I'm going to keep that. That's the edge of the berry dyed paper. I'm going to keep that. And this was just lined notebook paper that that I copy, and I mean, I did that a long time ago. And that's the photo there. I really like the way that looks. So I'm gonna keep this one for sure. And I can do that, have the edge there. I really like that. I like them both. It's really going to be hard to decide. I think I'm going to go with the previously stained inked papers, like that. Yes, that's going to be fun like that. I think that'll be enough there. And I can use this in something else. I can break it up. Definitely going to be used. And the other thing I also have, this was my printer reject. I might use this, has the bird, oh, here's the birds here. And I might use that in here. We'll see. I have it available. And of course I have the ephemera pieces right here. And then the other pages too that have completely white, but that's okay. We'll see. I have no idea where I'm going with this. I have put my pages in here. I'm going to use the reject, I don't know what else to call it, the misprint. Let's call it something nice. And you know what? These birds are upside down. So let me just fix that. That's better. I feel better. Let's try that again. Yes, so that'll just give me, just to give it a little extra. I like the way the pages show here, like that. Journaling, I'll be adding some, I think I'm going to be adding some photos to this. I'm not sure. Again, I always think I have an idea and then it completely changes as I pull things out and start playing with them. And here you can totally see what kind of sheet. Again, I'm using old ledgers, old business ledgers from my business, so my own personal, which I love. I love that recycled. Sew it in this way. I was going to use a machine, but if there's someone out there who doesn't have a machine, we'll just do this again very quick. And I'll just sort of place it here. Oh, let me do that. Doesn't really, I think I'll start on the inside. I normally like to put things on the outside, but this is going to be an insert, so I'm not going to have dangles. I'm just totally looking here, eyeballing. Like that. How do I do that again? I should have a clip to hold that so it doesn't. There we go. You're watching me struggle. And I'm going to come down. Yeah, I'm going to come down about there. Is this even the right? I completely missed it. I completely missed the spine. Okay, I got it this time. Try to pull out the right end. There we go. There I go. Pull that. Wow. Don't want to lose that. There it is. For the square knot, or the, I'll do 3. Use that. I'll leave these in here right now. There it is, little insert. So cute. Got that the right way. I've got that the right way. I've got this the right way. Little dangle here. There we are. Next step. I'm inking the edges, but I'm going to round the corners. have my fleur de lis. I forgot to turn you on, but all I did here was I've glued down a couple of the, this was the edge of the page here that's in the ring, you know, the ring bound part. I have to glue a little lift here, but, and then I just put a tea bag underneath the teacup, and to me that doesn't stand out at all. It doesn't do anything, so I'm going to use a little bit of this gelato to see if I can get a little something here on the edge. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but just to outline it a bit. Probably should have done this first because now it's got a waxy feel. Just make it messy. Well, I found a spot for my little French fairy. She has beautiful flowers in her hair. Beautiful blue and yellow floral dress. Wasn't sure how I was going to use this, but I opened up the page here to my insert, and I thought this was a good spot for it. That I have is this pocket that I made. I sewed around it, and I'd like to put this somewhere like that. That might work. And I've been thinking to myself, how am I going to put this in the journal so that I can flip it back and forth? I'm going to hand stitch, I'm going to slow stitch this in. I'm going to leave a long tail for now. Okay, now I have a knot and it won't go anywhere. Thinking this up as I go. I mean, you know, it's sewing, so it's pretty good. Just going to try and straighten out my thread, untwirl it a bit. see what we have here. I think that'll work out. This is a postcard that I photocopied that I made, and I'm going to use this, I think, because I think that'll be a good little writing spot, and I don't really have to do anything to it. Just going to see here where to put the postcard. Postcard could be here. Okay, so I have these little elements that I'm going to put on the postcard. Scrap piece of cardboard, a scrap piece of stamped on paper, probably a magazine page. I think that's what that was. Put that on here like that. Flip this over. You know what? I think I'll put it down here. Yes, I'll put it down here. Okay, and then the other thing I'm doing is I've taken, this was in a magazine. It was a background, so I cut it out, and now I'm going to use it as corners here. And I will use my fine tip glue for that. Perfect. Another element. So this does not have any tuck spots or pockets, which is fine. Just a flat surface to write on. And I mean, if something comes up, I can always put something else up here. Now, this one here, there's lots of numbers, and I could hide, I could just cover some of that up. That would be fine. So I think what I'll do is I have a piece of scrap tissue paper that has been stained. Don't need to cover up all of it. Tea stained. Okay, see, I like that because I can still see the numbers. I don't have to see all the numbers. I can see some of them. And I know, because I'm looking at this right now from the kit, it has lace on it. I'm going to put a piece of lace here on the corner. This is a handkerchief, and I'm going to use that. Okay. Nice to see that on this side also. Okay, pockets. Now, what should I put in the pocket? Okay. Just inking around. I just sewed the back. I used a book page, piece of scrap that was lying around, and then I sewed around it. And I'm just giving it some, actually feels like fabric, which is really cool. What do we have now? A tag that needs a tag that needs a tab, and this might just be it right here. Okay, so I am making a pocket on this page here, and I'm using the front of a government or a window envelope, and I'm using the piece of ephemera from the kit here, and this is just a piece of my own scrappy paper. I'm going to glue this on here. The other thing I did was I flipped it around so that it's upside down, but I like the roses on the bottom. I just like the way that looked better. And what I'll do here, so I'll just cut it off. Actually, I'll just fold it over. That's what I'll do. There, that worked. And now I have to cover that part. I don't say it enough, I feel. Just want to thank everyone for coming over and visiting and saying hi. That really makes my day. Okay, that's fine. It's great. That's folded over. I'm going to round these corners now. Yeah. I'm going to glue that down, and then we'll see what I can put inside it. Well, I'm using this scrap piece of card. I edged it with some edging scissors and gave it some distressing because I like that. And I'm going to use this piece of lace just to put under here, and I'll glue that on, and then I'll cut the edges off. And then on this side is a spot for more journaling. It's a bit lopsided, but I don't mind. It's okay like that. Not too bad. No, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with that. And then when we tuck it in here, we can see the table set. I took the piece of thread that was left from sewing in my pocket and put it here in the corner, and I found this tiny butterfly fussy cut, and that's going to be the embellishment for the corner that that's lopsided. That. I like it a lot. There we are. Oh yes, I didn't do anything here for this one. I think I'm going to put this on here. Well, I took this page apart in the middle, and I rounded the corners. I gave a little bit of distressing on the edges in the whole page because it's pretty white. And I'm just coming up with my own little fold that I think will work here. Okay, so I sewed all the way around, and I left this as an opening here. And then I have this little pocket, little tuck spot here, actually, a little tuck spot under there. I'll have to back this one up. like that. I think 2 layers of paper will be fine. I'll have to make my hole again. Fun. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I like that. Yes, I like that edge. That's fun. Okay, this has been sewn around. And I have 2 sides here. I can definitely write over here in the blank spot and over here on the back. And then I added this pink grosgrain green ribbon that was... I have some tissue paper left, so that's what I'll do. Put the tissue paper there. Maybe that one. What else do I have here? I believe I highlight that one too. Okay, now I do have to find a tab. I'll shorten that up a bit. Like that. Oops, I want to hide the hole. I'm going to staple this one. Well, it's a staple and you cannot hide it unless you cover it, and that's okay. I don't mind that. Put something down here, I think. And this can be a little tuck spot. Another tuck spot. Possibilities are endless. I did a 2-sided sheet here, and I used this cardstock, a vanilla colored or off-white. And then here's another sheet, and then I did this sheet. I printed onto my worksheet, my old work ledger, and I had cut out part of the another part of the kit. This also has, these flowers are part of the kit that I had cut out, but they were a misprint. They weren't the deep color. So I played around and made a fairy face. Found this in a magazine and I put it all together, and there she is. You know what? The believe might be good right here. I wonder if that would be good here. Yes, okay, let's do that. Yes, I like the way that looks. Okay, and then I took another part of the kit, made a pocket and a tuck spot. I just cut it in half, folded it, edged it, and I sewed it together. Then I took the back, or the other half, and I took the tag from the kit and backed it with the paper here, put it through the sewing machine, and added a ribbon at the top. And then this is another one of the tags that I backed with some of the florals from here and some tea bag. I also took another part of the ephemera And I took it apart. I put it on a window envelope. And did that, made a pocket out of it, and then I took another tag and put it on cardstock that I already had. I already had this. This was part of something else that I had a scrap, and I just put it with some lace. Turned out really cute. There's that little butterfly added on some thread. The signature, I sewed it in with the pamphlet stitch, kind of a weird way, but it worked out okay. And there's the other side of that paper. This was just lined paper that I printed on that was tea and coffee dyed. And then I used my own postcard with some more of the ephemera from the kit and a magazine, and I did that. This was a misprint that I used, and I just brushed on some coffee. So I continued to use even the misprints because you can repeat that. That's fun. And I made this pocket flip, and I hand sewed it into the signature here. And so I made a tag with the tag ephemera, and I backed it with some book page, which I used gesso on and sewed around it. And so there's a pocket here and a pocket here, here. There's a pocket this way, and then there's a pocket this way here. So that would work out so nice with all kinds of doodads in there. And then here's the other side of the ledger that I, stained myself or inked myself. And then here's some tea bag, or no, it's tissue paper, sorry. And then I used some lace to put it on here. So this is just a nice journaling spot. And this also, I'll put some pictures here, some personal photos. There's the other half of the cardstock, which, it's very luscious. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming along on this adventure of making an insert with all the kit parts. Was very fun. Thank you very much once again for subscribing and for commenting and just for being there, for being so inspirational. I really appreciate it, and I hope I can inspire someone too. So be adventurous, be fresh, and I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.